So as you can see, I am talking about nuclear spectra, right? Okay. So basically I am talking about what is this? These energy levels of a nucleus. Now when you observe the energy levels of a nucleus, you will find there are two particular types. One is of irregular type, like this. There is no particular pattern in energy, spin and parity. Okay, and we call that shell model type spectrum. Another is your regular type. There you will observe some pattern. Say for example rotational, J into J plus 1, right? Or vibrational, equivalent space, along with some inharmonicity is there. So more or less there is a regularity in spectrum. Now you see, suppose there are 100 students in a field and all of them are shouting in their own way, all of them are talking in their own way. Will you observe anything particular if you stand outside the field? Will you observe anything in particular? No, because everything will be, you can say all the vectors are in random directions, like that. The nature will be quite irregular. Okay, you won't see any clear-cut sound. But suppose all the 100 students in the field, they act coherently, collectively, and they all start shouting, Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Okay, they all start shouting, India is great. Then you will hear this quite clearly. So this means there is I am trying to compare, okay, a social scenario with this spectrum. So you see there is a clear-cut type of regularity observed if there is a collective motion involved. Okay, the same is true here as well for the case of atomic nucleus. Here, in this case, the single particle type spectrum, this is basically a particle moving. You can explain this single particle type spectrum as a particle moving in a sort of mean field with some residual interactions. We will talk about it later on. Whereas in the case of this collective spectrum, all the particles are acting together. Let me give you a very simple example. Suppose this is a nucleus, okay, but it is not incompressible or anything like that. It can change its shape. So what is the most possible shape? It is like this. You see, vibration, like a liquid drop, spherical vibration. Okay, now you can start. Suppose if I excite it, if I give it more and more energy, it will vibrate more and more and it will break. This is the basic feature of fission, right? This is how we explain fission. So basically, a very basic example is a collective phenomenon. So all the nucleons working together. Now there can be various types of collective motions. In one case, the neutrons and protons, they can work together. Vibrations. Okay, I will talk about it. There are various types of vibrations. This particular one, here the neutrons and protons, they all collectively participate. But there can be other type of vibrations or collective motions where the neutrons and protons, they work differently. Okay, isoscalar, isobector type of vibrations and collective motions. Anyway, so moral of the story is, in case of collectivity, we will observe some sort of regularity in the spectrum. Okay.